Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I'm going to review the Malabrigo Rios that I picked up over the weekend last week. My husband did help me get this caked up so I wasn't getting anything tangled. So this is the color Liquid Amber 618. That's actually picking up pretty true to color. It's a lot of blues, greens, and fall colors in here. Browns, yellows, oranges. I was trying to get it to be where it was more colorful on the outside to show you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you down to the table. I am using my Omi hook, my 5.5 millimeter Omi hook today for this review. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So happy St. Patrick's Day to anybody that celebrates today, St. Patty's Day. I am recording this on St. Patrick's Day. You guys will see this about 9 o'clock today. Does anybody eat corned beef today? Do you wait till, if it falls before the weekend, do you wait till after that day to celebrate on the weekend? Do a couple more here. I don't know where I'm at. This is very stretchy. So that's my starting chain. I don't know how many I have there, but you can see the color changes already. Hoping that when I get to Hobby Lobby tomorrow after I'm done working that there's still some clearance left. Crossing my fingers on that. If not, I guess it's okay, that I missed this year. I think it surprised everybody that it's happening in March instead of June, as it always happens. So far I'm liking this yarn. I think I am going to have to either get a Swift or just not buy hanks right now. Because I tried several different ways of winding up the hank yesterday, because I do have a ball winder. But even with the way that I tried, it still got hung up. So, and then my husband came out and he's like, let me help you. So he put it on his arms and every time it got tight, he would help me get it loose so it would just keep going. I do have some more hanks, but not going to be using them right now. There were the watermelon color, I do believe it was called, last year from Hobby Lobby in the hank. That was clearanced. I think I've got like 5 or 6 of them. Because I had a plan to make something with it, and then I didn't do that plan. So, let me show you what that looks like so far. So that's the single crochet row with a 5.5 millimeter hook. I figured that would be a good size to use considering it is a worsted or 4-weight yarn. But we'll see. Might make it a little drapey, but we'll find out here in a minute. Trying to stay, there we go. I gotta back up in view for you guys to see me. Alright. Do half doubles. This is very soft yarn. I will have to give that. Now there is a flaw in here. My husband said I should have taken a picture of it. Now, I know that a lot of times when indie dyers get yarn and dyes it, they don't tend to check the yarn. They just kind of unhank it and put it in the dye, whatever dye that they're using to dye it with. But from this coming from Malabrigo, I was very surprised to see this flaw, and it looks like there was a bad spot in the yarn that they used, and it looked like it would break if you pulled too hard on it. Now, I know yarn, it can break if you do pull too hard, but this wouldn't have been that hard of a pull for it to come undone. And it was weird because that was, I think, the main spot that was causing the hang up when I was trying to wind the yarn on my own yesterday. I'm still working on my yarn barf of the apple blossom yarn. Hopefully I will have that untangled before the weekend is over. And once I do get that wound up, I will take a picture and put it on the community tab for you guys to see. I might try to take a picture of me winding it as well. A video of me winding it as well. Alright. So there's the half double crochet as my hook's trying to roll away from me. Not bad. I don't know if you guys can see all those different colors in there. Kind of reminds me of a peacock with all the different colors. It's not exactly peacock colors, but that's just what it reminds me of. And what else was I going to tell you guys? The Kathy, the aka Crazy Knitting Nana, I was going to try to meet up with her, but she won't be available this weekend, so I guess I'll have to try another weekend. I should have taken her up on her offer last weekend. I wouldn't have missed any of the stuff that was already marked down. But, oh well, such is life. My scheduled day for going to stores are on Saturday. So I tried to go one time before during the week, and my husband was like, "What day do we normally go?" It's like Saturday. So, but I understand. He has work, I work, and the best time for us to do any traveling around would be on Saturdays after I'm done working. So, how's everybody's weather doing? Is your weather getting better? Is it staying the same? Is it fluctuating like everybody else's, where it's cold one day, warm another day? I'm surprised a lot of people aren't getting sick because of this crazy weather this winter. I'm surprised I'm not getting sick, because I usually do, especially when the temperature changes so drastically. Okay, so maybe for the, well, I don't know, this might look okay once you guys see it, once I show it to you. My body can't handle that drastic change like that, usually, which is surprising that it has so far. I might not have to knock on wood here to try to roll away on me hook. Okay, so there's the double crochet. Now there is some gaps in there. So maybe if you were doing double crochet and didn't want it drapey, maybe a 5mm hook would work better. And again, it all depends on your tension and what stitch you're using, but I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so let me go ahead and do one more row, and then I will go ahead and frog this. I have a blanket on me, I'm cold. It's cold here in the morning. Alright, so I'm going to do just a double crochet first, and then I will start. And it's falling off of me again. Oh well, whatever. Then I'll start my special stitch here. Let's see how that looks. I feel like Ginger, the yarn geek, when she gets hooked on a stitch, she just does everything with that stitch for months. It could be just for that month, and then she finds another stitch that she likes. Like when she figured out the alpine stitch, and she was just all about the alpine stitch on everything that she made. Right now she's been doing the interlocking double crochet stitch. She's got a lot of tutorials on that. If you're interested in learning that stitch, I will link her in the description box below, as well as Kim from Affordably Crafty. She does a lot of interesting things. She tries to help people, with finding things that are affordable, where you're not paying full price for stuff. She's recently done some sample boxes of yarn, or samples of yarns, and from what I've been seeing, it's not too bad for what they charge you for. The last one, if I'm not mistaken, was just little scraps of yarn, and they only charged you the shipping for it. She had one where she got actually like a little bit, like almost like a yarn tot in the sample, and she said she was going to try to make something with all of the different samples that she's gotten to see what it looks like worked up, because they give you enough to feel the yarn and maybe make a little swatch out of it. Alright, let's see. Now this one I am going to be keeping because I've never had Malabrigo before. And I'm trying to think if I want to make a hat and scarf, or if I want to do something else. I only got the one hank of this color, so I have to choose wisely on what I would want to make with it. I know Bag O' Day, Crystal from Bag O' Day, she does a lot with Malabrigo. I want to say she's done some sweaters, shirts with it, but I don't have enough to make that. So, alright, go over there, hook. Alright, so there's that. As I've got that there. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good stitch definition. It is still a little gapey. There's little spaces between. I'm seeing from the back side. I'll show you here. See? So again, depending on the stitch, it did really well for the single crochet and half double, but when I went to the double and this other stitch up here, it kind of got a little holy in between stitches. So, all right, let's go ahead and frog. Let's see how well it frogs. Doing pretty good so far. No hang-ups. For me, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I would have given it a 10 out of 10, but because of that flaw that we found while winding it yesterday, that's the only reason. There are no knots in this whatsoever, so it is one piece of yarn that was 200 and... what is this? 200 and... I got it stuck in the center here, and I don't want to pull it out and have it collapse on me. Maybe it's on the front. Here it is. 210 yards. So it is one continuous piece, so there's no break in it. They didn't have to break, the yarn wasn't broken to make the 210 yards of this. So, all right. And when I do make something with this, when I do finally decide what I want to do with it, I will go ahead and post a picture of that flaw I'm sorry that I did not get it while I was actually winding it up, but I did not. I will post it on my community tab so you guys can see that flaw. Alright, let me go ahead and pull my camera back up. Alright. Well, I'm going to be wearing this hat throughout the month of March until the next design is available, unless I find something else that I would like to use for next month's hat. I'm just happy that it's working out very well, actually. And yes, I'm still working on the blanket because I'm working on that yarn barf. I haven't gone back to it yet. Trying to put this back around here. And I actually think that I need to start actually putting my yarn winder on my dining room table where I have it, because when I wind it and it's not sitting on something, I think I've been loosely winding my yarn. So the previous cakes that have come out have been way too loose. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed today's review of Malabrigo Rios. If you're interested in getting this, the Knitter's Magic in Winchester, Virginia does carry it. She carries, I think, a lot of the Malabrigo. She has the thicker yarns as well, but I was looking for, sorry about that, my eyes got, I got sleepy eyes. She does have the thicker Malabrigo as well as the thinner Malabrigo, but I was looking for the worsted, or what I consider for weight yarn. But I will post her link in the description box below. Other locations I've been to also carry this, so I can also put those in the description box as well for you, so you can check to see which one you'd like to go with. I do believe that the Knitter's Magic is not going to ship internationally, but she probably will ship locally. Just have to reach out to her. She does have the Facebook page and her own website. I don't know how often she updates either one of them, but you can always message her either way. I messaged her on Facebook and she replied right away, so she does keep an eye on that site. Alright, well, again, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like the content that I provide, please go ahead and subscribe so you're always notified when I put out a new video. And I am still 26 away from the 100 subscribers. So if you like what you see, please definitely subscribe. And if you think somebody else you might know that might like my content, please go ahead and share my videos. Because once I hit that 100, I am doing the giveaway, and you'll see what I have to offer in that giveaway. What does it look like? Oh, it's the inside of my sweater I'm wearing. To see what goodies I have got so far that I've put into that. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a safe St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate it. If not, I hope you still have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And until next time, stay safe and stay crafty. Bye-bye.